bunch of birthdays today, both local and big shots. The big shot birthdays, guy can't get any bigger than Sidney Poitier. He's 94 years old today. Singer-songwriter Buffy St. Marie, she is 80 years old today. Brenda Blethyn, she was on Pride and Prejudice. She is 75. Actor Peter Strauss, another great one. He's 74. Sandy Duncan, she was Peter Pan on Broadway, wasn't she? She's 75 today. John Volstadt of Newhart is 70 years old. Anthony Head of Buffy and the Vampire Slayer, 67 years old today. Joel Hodgson, he was on the Mystery Science Theater 3000. I love that show. He's 61 today. Actor Willie Garson was on White Collar, Sex and the City, 57 years old today. Prince Stewart, funny guy, he's on Mom, and he is also, I first saw him on Third Rock from the Sun. He's 57 today. Cindy Crawford is 55. Andrew Shue, was on Melrose Place. He is 54 today. Lily Taylor is 54. We have the Brian Luttrell of the Backstreet Boys, 46 years old today. Lauren Ambrose was on 6 Feet Under, 43. Jay Hernandez of Friday Night Lights and Crazy Beautiful, 43 years old today. Actor Michael Zegan of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Boardwalk Empire, 43 today. Mahandra Delfino on Roswell, 40 years old today. Jocko Sims of New Amsterdam is 40 years old today. I never heard of Jocko. Anyway, he is... he's 40 years old today. We have, Rihanna. Rihanna is celebrating a birthday today. Let's see, how old is Rihanna today? 33 years old today. Jack Falahy, How to Get Away with Murder, is 32 today. Comedian Trevor Noah of The Daily Show, he is 37. Those are the big shot birthdays. We got the local people coming up.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alexis Madrigal, Renee Coronado, Kristen Chung, Riley Lopez, Cesar Rodriguez, Gloria Sepulveda, Victor Pereda, Itzel Perez, Carmen Velarde, Nancy Cortez, Callie Strom, Cecilia Silva, Jan Johnson, Jeremiah Townsend, Judy May Jordan, Matt Aguirre, Nate Turner, Richard Clemente, Sonia Sanchez, and Annalie Palentino. Happy birthday to each and every one.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And it's time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. In the wake of a week of power outages, now the issue for the southern U.S. is water shortages. KTVT-TV reporter Nicole Nielsen with the latest on work in schools in Dallas-Fort Worth.
On top of floods, many are still dealing with connectivity issues from power outages and boil orders.
It does impede the ability to prepare food and to follow the protocols that we have that are very strict in our district related to hand washing because of COVID.
The White House says the winter storms delayed delivery of some 6 million COVID-19 vaccine doses. CBS's Jennifer Kuiper.
Moderna vaccine shipments didn't make it to Chicago this week because of storms here and elsewhere in the country, and appointments had to be canceled or postponed. Similar situation in Minnesota with vaccine supply, where there are inoculation delays at some state-run clinics this weekend. The federal government has asked states and vaccination sites to, once they receive their supply, extend their hours.
CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keys.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom says youth sports are getting the green light to resume with some modifications in 27 different California counties.
And we are now confident with new guidelines that we're publishing today that we could get youth sports moving again in the state of California, get competition moving again in the state of California with, as always, caveats.
A federal judge is throwing out a defamation case brought by California Representative Devin Nunes.
Politico reported on Friday, U.S. District Court Judge Laura Taylor Swain dismissed a lawsuit filed by Nunes in 2019 against CNN. The suit said the congressman was tarnished by the network for claiming he assisted with trying to gather information from Ukraine to use against now President Joe Biden. I'm Jim Forbes.
A California epidemiologist says about 50% of the Los Angeles County residents have been infected with COVID-19, which he says is starting to sound like herd immunity. Mike Sauceda, California Headline News.
And Word California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
We could all use a little extra hope. CalHope offers free tips and tools to help manage COVID-19 stress and anxiety. Call our warm line at 1-833-317-4673 to talk with someone who can help. Hope lives in California, in our businesses, schools, and homes, in our people, and in our shared hope for the future, one where we can all safely come together again. Visit calhope.org or call 1-833-317-4673. Hope lives here. Hope lives here in California. But during these challenging times, we could all use a little extra support. Visit calhope.org for free COVID-19 emotional support resources or call our warm line at 1-833-317-4673.
Would you like a cleaning product that can be used in the garage, the laundry, and the kitchen, and save space in your cabinet? Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. To learn more, visit us at simplegreen.com.
Simple Green.
And page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with two locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less. Friday's update, COVID-19 numbers appear to be positive. The numbers are released by the County Public Health Department. Active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County are at 304, down from 338 cases reported on Thursday. There are still 30 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in the county. There are still 2 ICU beds available. The new cases per day per 100,000 population has gone down to 16.25 as compared to 18.11 reported on Thursday. Positivity rate is down to 9.47% as compared to 10.28% previously reported. Death rate as a result of the virus is steady at 584. Another rescue in the mountains. A rescue occurred at approximately 6:10 p.m. That was Thursday evening, when agents apprehended a group of illegals in the Jacumba Wilderness Mountain region. The region is El Centro Border Patrol's station area of responsibility. While interviewing the group, a female subject had problems standing up and answering questions. Agents requested the assistance of Border Search, Trauma, and Rescue Unit, or BORSTAR. BORSTAR agents arrived, evaluated the female, and determined that she had a weak pulse. At this time, intravenous fluids were administered to improve her condition. After her condition improved, are improved. She was extracted from the mountains with the assistance of Borstar agents, and the rest of the illegals arrived at Interstate 8 nearly 3 hours later. Illegals were evaluated once more and cleared to be transported. Subjects stated they required no medical attention and were then transported to the El Centro Sector Immigration Rally Point, where they were deported back to Mexico.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
And Rosita Torres and Daniel Munguia appeared in court. They appeared remotely. They are charged in the 2019 homicide of Raul Esparza of El Centro. Preliminary readiness hearing was held Thursday. During the hearing, both agreed to give up their right to be present at the onset of the trial. Readiness conference was set for March 18th. The co-defendants are charged with murder and conspiracy to commit a crime. Munguia is also charged with assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm. And the Imperial Irrigation District Director is not scheduled to meet next week, but they're going to anyway. They're going to hold a special meeting at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. One single item on the agenda will be discussion of the 2021 Annual Strategic Plan. They're taking public comment on that plan, putting it together. That meeting will be held at 1 p.m. Tuesday at William Condit Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. Clarksville City Council met Wednesday. During the meeting, the council discussed the city's COVID-19 committee. Council voted 3-2 to eliminate the committee, for now anyway. The three who voted to eliminate the committee said the reasons were inactivity, redundancy of information, and a waste of city staff time. Raul Ureña and Gloria Romo were the council members who voted to keep the committee in operation. A group of private citizens protested the decision to eliminate the committee on street corners in Calexico last night. Suspects in a court this week, they're suspected of the murder of 23-year-old Daniela Gonzalez, 35-year-old Miguel Romero of National City, and 32-year-old Irma Magaña of Brawley. Entered pleas of not guilty. The victim's body was found February 7th in the back seat of a vehicle that was driven by Romero. The vehicle had been stopped by Brawley police. Romero fled the scene but was captured after a brief chase. Magaña was later arrested in Brawley. Two suspects are being held on $1 million bail each. A bail review will be held February 26th. Another court date was set for March 2nd. Police said the incident is still under investigation. And the closure of a portion of Orchard Road has been rescheduled. It is now going to begin on March 1st from 4th Street in Holtville to Havens Road. The closure will run from March 1st through April 15th. 24-hour, 46-day road closure. Detour will be posted. Orchard Road improvements is the reason for the closure. We got your weather coming up next.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
The high temperature yesterday, 71 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 44. National Weather Service says high temperatures today will warm into the upper 70s. It will also be breezy to windy in the afternoon, most noticeably over the southeast California. Highs on Sunday take a temporary dip before even warmer temperatures arriving during the early part of next week, the work week. In fact, a number of lower desert locations are expected to reach the 80-degree mark on Tuesday. Cooler temperatures are expected from Wednesday onwards, along with breezy to windy conditions at times. Otherwise, anticipate dry conditions will continue for the foreseeable future. Sunny skies today, highs right near 82. Breezy throughout the day with a south to southwest wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Becoming west-northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 47. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 75. West and northwest winds at around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 47. On Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 79. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 43 degrees, 39% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality unhealthy in Mexicali. Both monitoring stations at the border in Mexicali and at the university. Air quality is moderate at in the Kxo area. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the weather has been brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it's time for sports, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. On the NBA scoreboard, it was the Magic over the Warriors, 124-120. Nuggets beat the Cavaliers, 120-103. The 76ers over the Bulls, 112-105. Celtics got by the Hawks, 121-109. Grizzlies over the Pistons, 109-95. Bucks beat the Thunder 98-85. Suns over the Pelicans 132-114. Raptors beat the Timberwolves 86-81. Clippers over the Jazz 116-112. And the Mavericks and Rockets were postponed for whatever reason. 76ers, Joel Embiid, he dropped a career-high 50 in his win between the against the Bulls of Chicago. The Clippers, they're back at full strength, and it showed. They beat the NBA's best Utah Jazz and ended their winning streak. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
And at the Australian Open, Naomi Osaka beat Jennifer Brady in straight sets to win the 2021 Australian Open women's title. Barbora Krejcikova and Rajiv Ram, they won their second Australian Open mixed doubles title. Now the only thing left, Daniil Medvedev, he's taking on Novak Djokovic for the Australian Open men's title. Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, first ever 50 points. He's first ever to do that, 50 points, not to give 50 points, but to do it with not throwing a free throw, not even attempting, 0 free throw attempts. And he scored. That's a lot of 2-pointers. Kellen Winslow, former NFL tight end Kellen Winslow of the second, agreed Friday to accept a 14-year prison sentence for raping a homeless woman and assaulting 2 other women. 37-year-old Winslow agreed to changes to a previous guilty plea in order to avoid a potential 18-year sentence. And the veteran receiver Deshaun Jackson has been released by the Philadelphia Eagles. They made that announcement just yesterday. Sam Burns tied a 36-hole record at Genesis Invitational, builds a 5-shot lead at the halfway point at the Genesis. Phil Mickelson has committed to the Color Guard Classic, looks for a 3rd win on the PGA Tour Champions. And Dr. Anthony Fauci cautiously optimistic about the return of fans for 2021 Major League Baseball season. That is, well, good news. You could be able to see some baseball here, possibly coming up. That's it. That's a look at sports. A Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And in this business report this morning, stocks on Wall Street closed near break-even on Friday as investors sold technology shares that have rallied through the pandemic and rotated into cyclical stocks set to benefit from pent-up demand once the coronavirus pandemic is subdued. Dow Jones Industrial Average edged up 0.98 points or 0%. To 31,494.32. NASDAQ Composite added 9.11 points or 0.07% to 13,874.46. S&P 500 dropped 0.26 points or 0.19% to 3,906.71. Volume on U.S. exchanges was 13.47 billion shares. We got your weather coming up.
Hi, Mike Morris here for Imperial Valley Volkswagen. The Imperial Valley Volkswagen President's Day Sell-a-thon is continued. We've got VWs for 0%. We've got Jettas. We've got Tiguans. We've got Atlases. We've got them all. You need to come on down, take a look, take advantage of the great lease deals. VW's got some great programs. They also have the best first-time buyers program on the market. You need to come down to Imperial Valley Volkswagen, check it out, take them for a drive, and remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money.
The high temperature yesterday, 71 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 44. National Weather Service says high temperatures today will warm into the upper 70s. It will also be breezy to windy in the afternoon, most noticeably over the southeast California. Highs on Sunday take a temporary dip before even warmer temperatures arriving during the early part of next week, the work week. In fact, a number of lower desert locations are expected to reach the 80-degree mark on Tuesday. Cooler temperatures are expected from Wednesday onwards, along with breezy to windy conditions at times. Otherwise, anticipate dry conditions will continue for the foreseeable future. Sunny skies today, highs right near 82, breezy throughout the day with a south to southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west-northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 47. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 75. West and northwest winds at around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 47. On Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 79. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now, we're looking at 43 degrees, 39% the relative humidity.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Allison Keyes in the Washington Bureau. The power may be back on for millions in Texas, but half the state still does not have clean running water. CBS's Janet Samlian spoke with a young mom with an infant.
What's it like having a 6-month-old and no water in your house for days on end?
It's scary to have to ask a neighbor to use their outdoor hose to fill a pot so that you can boil water for your baby's bottle.
There are boil orders in effect in many Texas communities, but shortages have people traveling to get water, as this woman did from Fort Worth to Houston.
I'm under a boil notice, too, in Fort Worth. But I have no water coming in my home whatsoever. I've got 6 little ones that I need to take care of.
CBS's Omar Villafranca has been covering the misery from Dallas, but reports that more federal help is on the way soon.
President Biden is expected to sign a major disaster declaration, which will bring more federal aid to the state. And President Biden may also visit, but only if it doesn't disrupt the relief effort.
This week, the CDC announced that life expectancy in the U.S. dropped a year because of the coronavirus pandemic. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus says there is one way to achieve so-called herd immunity faster.
We have to stop saving doses in the states for second doses and use every dose we have now, because the federal government has committed to 3 weeks in advance telling states exactly what they're going to get, so they don't have to save doses for the future.
Airlines want to ask more passengers heading to the U.S. for contact tracing details. CBS's Jennifer Kuiper explains.
The industry trade group Airlines for America says that the carriers would turn over the information to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which could use it to contact passengers who might be exposed to COVID-19. Delta and United have been doing that since December. Now, American, Southwest, Alaska, JetBlue, and Hawaiian Airlines will also ask passengers to make their names, phone numbers, email, and home addresses available to the CDC.
The probe into the actions of some Capitol police officers is continuing in the wake of that deadly assault to the U.S. Capitol January 6. CBS's Jeff Begay tells us lawmakers will hear from top law enforcement officials next week.
6 weeks after the insurrection, the divide between Capitol Police and their commanders is growing. Now, 35 police officers on duty that day are under investigation for their actions.
One was accused of wearing a Make America Great Again hat and directing insurrectionists around the building, and another allegedly took a selfie with a rioter. 3 officers died as a result of the assault. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick died of injuries sustained during the attack, and 2 other officers took their own lives in the days afterward. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
This Inside Edition report is sponsored by Indeed. The Inside Edition team recently spoke to an Arizona police officer who decided to adopt a 2-year-old he'd met while conducting a child welfare check.
One of her eyes was swollen. She had different coloring of bruises all about her face.
but she was still happy-go-lucky, little 2-year-old. I distinctly remember her grabbing my hand and putting it in her lap and just holding my hand and just petting my hand like I was the one that was needing to be consoled. It melted my heart right away. This weight was lifted because I knew that I didn't have to worry about who was going to be taking care of her, who was going to be loving her.
I love him.
Find quality candidates fast with Indeed Instant Match. Indeed searches through millions of resumes in their database to deliver candidates who fit your job description instantly. Claim a $75 credit on your first post at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Can red wine help you with COVID-19?
A new study suggests that the tannins in wine may help suppress the coronavirus. New research from China Medical University in Taiwan found that in sick patients, tannic acids could limit the replication of the virus that causes COVID. The scientists tested tannic acids in the lab to find out how effective they were at fighting the viral activity and found that a protein used by the virus that causes COVID to replicate in human cells was largely blocked. They say it's too early to say if drinking wine can cure COVID-19 patients. Human clinical trials are up next. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Kim Kardashian West has filed for divorce from Kanye West, ending a 6.5-year roller coaster ride for fans. The union between the reality TV star and rapper media mogul has been one of the most famous and closely watched. The two, with their huge personalities, have 4 young children and got married in Italy in 2014. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
This is an advertisement. Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc, admitted in Massachusetts only. Sokolov Law LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Paul J. Morgan, Winter Park, Florida. Greg Hoppy, New Jersey. Michael Bro Gonzalez, admitted Louisiana. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. Mesothelioma. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been affected by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today. 1-800-578-2400. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of U.S. veterans and trade workers are at risk for the disease. Nearly $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be able to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-578-2400. That's 1-800-578-2400. 1-800-578-2400.
You've got George Gale.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio.